Yeah, happy Easter to every one of you, and welcome to FrankGIST with Impacttouch. All right, this week we're looking at the topic: the pros and cons of sex before marriage. Our community have done a good job on it, so let's listen out and see what this guy have to say about that. We'll be right back.
Have you thought of why some guys would tell you, oh, I can't be in a relationship where there's no sex?
Let's just say, okay, sex before marriage, you're able to know your partner's problems, you know if he or she can last, or your genital organs, how it looks, and all those things, just to actually, you are curious.
You get to know your spouse, if you both are sexually compatible or not, before you guys go into marriage.
You go don test your sexual compatibility. You know, say okay, this man like to dey knack every 4 hours. Okay, I take him, I get power. Now wetin this man like, and you know wetin you want.
The whole idea of sex is for close relationship between a man and his wife, is for fellowship, and is meant to be pure. It's meant to be sacred. It represents the relationship that God has with man.
I actually support the fact that there shouldn't be sex before marriage. We kind of underemphasize that sex before marriage is a taboo.
It's called fornication. I mean, it is fornication. Some people might say, how do you know if your man is active or if he's not active before venturing into marriage with a person? What if at the end you go into marriage without sex and you later find out that the man is impotent or is not sexually active?
People tend to pretend about it, and at the end of the day you see here that it's topic around sex that is breaking up their marriage.
Marriage is honorable to all and the bed undefiled.
It all depends on individual perspective when it comes to either sex in marriage or sex before marriage.
If he carry belly or get belly, if he dey sick, if he carry disease, then the man no fit no bothering you, because if he knack you finish, come talk say you no do well, you no sweet though, you won't move to another round.
Do you know a lot of men, they don't feel very comfortable with the fact that a woman has slept with more than one person at a time, or has so many body counts?
Regardless of your religion, every religion centers the fact that there should not be sex before marriage.
So, sex before marriage is actually a sin. But the question is, how many of us are abstaining from sex before marriage?
Anytime the discussion of sex arises, we just cover it, and deep down is a big issue.
If you are having issues with trying to know, you're curious to know who your partner is, it means that in the first place you don't have the right partner.
But imagine you slept with this person and then it still doesn't work out. You feel like something has been taken away from you.
The emotional entanglement between partners, the guilt there. They did what they're not supposed to do.
Will you say because you want to abstain from sex, at the end of the day you go into the marriage with somebody and later find out the person is impotent?
When you guys get married and you start indulging in sex, you might end up seeing that you both are not sexually compatible, and which becomes an issue at the long run.
What happens then? That is a big question.
Regardless of what they tell you, oh, you need to be experienced and all of that. Oh, you're supposed to have all of this experience, and yet you're supposed to keep yourself at the same time. What do you think is safe for you to do? The safest thing to do is keep yourself.
I think with this point relate to you that sex before marriage is not right.
Anyway, as a Christian that I am, I'll say no sex before marriage.
I feel it is much more okay in the sense that before you guys go into marriage, you know how compatible you guys are.
Sex before marriage is a no-no.
It's a no-no.
For me, it's a no.
It's a no.
Sex before marriage is not acceptable.
But how many people can be fortunate enough, or how many people can be lucky enough to abstain from sex and still meet their partner very, very okay?
Now that you've heard it all, what do you think about it? Sex before marriage. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and subscribe on YouTube. You know, we've always say the love is expensive. That's why our business is embodying the endless glamour of love. See you next week for yet another topic. Catch ya.